Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Stock with Khan, and in today's video I'm gonna be going through some of the high growth, high conviction stocks and why you should not give up on those stocks, because not long back, back in 2020 in March, when the whole market was down, some of those stocks were sitting at a very attractive price just like now. And those of us who rode that journey alongside those stocks, by end of 2020 they made ton of money. And I personally think that same opportunity right now has been presented, and I'm highly bullish on some of those stocks, including Neo, Beam, King. I personally think once these stocks are profitable and once the market gets its momentum back, some of these stocks, including those three, they will make you a ton of money. And that's why I personally think that those stocks have a lot of potential and there is a lot of opportunity in those stocks. You should do your own research, because right now the market is very uncertain, and I will not recommend to buy those stocks because we are not yet sure where the bottom for all these stocks is lying. I was making a video about skills when it was trading at 26, and right now it's trading at 15. So I have came to the conclusion that we don't know where the bottom of the whole market is. At this point you cannot decide or put a finger on that is now the base for the whole correction in the market right now. And that's why I personally think that I would not buy those stocks now, but I would for sure consider based on the fundamental of the stock. Like for instance, Neo, I'm buying Neo every time it dips. I have been buying it when it was at 38. I was buying it when it was at 35. I bought it when it was at 33. Right now it's trading at 33. It dipped at 31. I missed out on that chance. I wasn't that time checking it. So some of those stocks, for instance, because after 2 to 3 years, once these stocks are profitable, including King, for example, there is so much potential in stocks like King. When everything opens up again and all the sports betting, online betting is allowed in some of the main states in America, I think there is so much potential in this stock. Beam, for instance, we all know EV is the future. There will be so much demand for those electric vehicles, as well as those charging stations. For instance, charge point right now is sitting around 2023. That is such a huge opportunity, because this stock is gonna be or this will dominate. Right now it's dominating 73% of the whole North America, and Biden wants 500,000 EV charging stations. So imagine, out of those 500,000, most of them easily above 200,000 will come from charge point. It tells you the potential that this company will have in the near future. And once this company becomes profitable as well, Neo, for example, is gonna be one mega giant company, just like Tesla. I'm for sure I cannot point it at this point, but I'm sure it will have a run like Tesla. And one run for Neo could be one huge push to put this stock round about 500, 600. But of course, do your own research. This is just my general point of view on the current market, just to let you know that those high growth, high conviction stocks, you should not give up on them, and for sure consider them in your portfolio, because this is the time. These stocks like Palantir, for example, Skills, I mentioned Skills. I'm still not sure where the base is, because there's some bad news about Skills as well. You should check up on that. King, I mentioned. Beam, Blink, for instance, Neo, stocks like that. And then Lee, for example, Lee Auto. So Tesla, for example, is sitting at a very attractive price right now. Just like Kathy Wood had mentioned, that by end of 2025, she sees Tesla being easily a stock of the bullish run, of course, scenario, 300,000 worth of a stock price for Tesla, and that is huge. I mean, right now it's sitting somewhere between 565 to 574, easily 5 to 6 times your money. So that was my brief video overall about what's going on with the stock market and where I see it going in terms of those high growth stocks once the stock market resurrects and once it catches its momentum back. So for sure, be patient. I'm very patient. I also lost a lot of my money. I have been heavily invested in Tesla as well as in Neo. I bought a lot of Neo when it was in 50 and 45, and then of course right now it's trading at 33. This tanking of those EV in general was also quite bad for me, but I am sure that in the near future this is all gonna repay, and by end of 2025 we will all be I'm sure that we will all be glad, and we will all be sitting at and thinking about this time that yeah, this was a huge opportunity. And those of us who is getting into it and who are patient enough and considering that based on the fundamentals of those companies, these stocks for sure will reward us huge. So stick around for the upcoming videos. I'm gonna be making a lot of videos about growth stock as well as dividend stocks in the coming days, because I personally believe right now it's the time for stocks like dividend stocks, which are in times of correction never going down but are stable and are providing you consistent income based on your investment. And I will see you in the next video.